Well, sorry for the slightly late start. It's took us a little while to get out here. We're walking in a different area today, and looking forward to it. Again, we'll just have to experiment a bit, see how far we can go and what we can do. But we're at Twin Dams, so we might end up at Twin Dams later on. But for now, I'm going to head into the drainage line, into the Mwati riverbed. That's my favorite areas on Djuma, and see, hopefully we can walk around quite a bit in it. Welcome on the walk. My name is Peter. Herman's behind the camera. Pete is on the relay point, and Piwe in the live control center. This is, of course, all live, and I'm hoping we might even bump into something. On a river line like this, you never know. There's often things on it. Elephants use it often, buffalo, rhino. Who knows? My guess would probably be not too much today because it's very windy still. It's still very cold. I'm still wearing all the clothes from the drive this morning, and I'm almost cold walking. So it might just be a nice quiet one, but who knows? It might also be an exciting one, as it always is. Let's look around. Also going to expand our understanding of the equipment we're using a bit today. Going to have to find a way through the bushes here. You know, Herman, as you know, is about 8 foot tall when he's on the walk, with his antenna sticking out the back. So we might break up just a little bit depending on how the habitat treats us until we get through to the sand again. You know what we could actually do? We could put a little red flag at the top of the antenna for you, Herman. You know, like at mines when you go to, and many of you might have been to big mine sites before. All the trucks have got these long little antennas on top with a flag. And then Pete can see better in terms of aiming the antenna. And also then if something is charging at us, I won't worry too much about it noticing me. Let me get through there, Herman. All right. Oops, sorry. I love this area. It's such a beautiful area. Lots of big stuff here. I mean, the chance of suddenly hearing a leopard growling at us is literally very possible. This is one of the favorite areas, especially for Kurula and the two youngsters, as well as Mafufuna and the male leopard. When they move through Djuma, they normally use this Twin Dams area. But I actually want to show you that the term Twin Dams, we've never actually looked at it properly. I've mentioned it many times. Again, those of you that come and drive often I say, I don't know whether to say Twin Dam or Twin Dams. It would likely feel like twin dams, but there's actually only one dam. But the reason for the name is it used to be two. Now, if you look carefully, you might be able to see it. I don't know, Herman, if you stand over here maybe. There's a wall running along. I'll go up there quickly just now just to give you perspective. But this used to all be one big wall. And then all the way around to the left here, you look into, you can see there where it's, obviously the river goes through it now. And that used to be one wall as well. So it used to actually be two separate dams next to each other, hence twin dams. But then this got breached many, many years ago just to give the river a more natural flow. And now there's only one left. But you can imagine, if, Herman, you can stand down there. Just to give you a bit of a scale perspective. Quite a big dam wall. And of the two dams, this would certainly have been the much larger one. Now, considering the width of the river, the height of the wall, so it's probably quite a dam or quite a waterhole. Would have pushed back all the way to that big jackalberry. But in the bigger picture, probably much better for it to have the river being able to flow through again. Okay, well, we're going to walk up the riverbed a little bit. Look at some of the plants. Quite a bit of reeds. Let's see these kind of guys. Obviously, when it's in a more permanent river where there's permanent water, then these guys get much bigger and lusher. In this riverbed, they only get a bit of water a couple of times a year. So it's more sparsely sort of spread out here. Let's walk a little. Loads of this has been pulled out by elephants. These are all sedges. So these guys do very, very well in sandy river-type conditions. Everything from where there's water to semi-permanent water. This is covered. And elephants put a lot of these out quite often to eat these root bases. See, they've been quite active here. We'll have another look at this tree just now. It's quite a big bird bean. This tree actually used to still stand early 2000s. In the last few years, I'm not quite sure, a combination of probably the river washing and an elephant maybe knocking it over. Look at how beautiful this looks as well. I've always loved dead trees, like the skeletons of trees. And this is one of the acacias. It's quite a hardwood. You'll probably find this. You'll be standing here another 10, 20 years at least. You'll still see a nice tree shape or a nice tree skeleton. Just walk around this tree and have a look. Again, you can see a monster of a tree back when it was still standing upright. Now the main wash of the riverbed comes past on this side, same side that the tree fell over to. So I don't know the exact reason for this. It might have been elephant, but more likely this was growing obviously for a long time. This tree would be, I don't know, a couple 100 years old even. And eventually the roots got washed away, and the weight of the tree eventually just let it almost cave over or fall over. Still haven't seen a leopard on this. Look forward to the day when there's a leopard running around on this tree trunk. Seen baboons playing in it. Obviously for baboons, it's just a very fun place to climb around on. Maybe not just for baboons, a few other species I can think of as well. Very large tree. As you can see, the whole thing is still growing, but it's just making little leaves all the way along the main trunks. A lot of the smaller branches are breaking, or dying off actually. Those of you that might remember, we had a brilliant baboon sighting here once. I think James was on camera if I remember correctly, but we're just running around and doing a lot of this. If you go towards the front tips here, it becomes a little bit of a spring almost. You get the baboons doing this quite often just because it's fun. All right. It's like the jungle gym. The next thing, we're going to see how far we can get up the river. The way we've positioned for signal, hopefully we can get a bit of distance.